Foundations were laid, brick placed upon brick repeated until a city was built. A city of linen and sinkable ships, of crack hitting 90 then keeping her lit. But follow the spire of hope on the steeple that sits on top of St. Anne's Cathedral, to find a quarter that has no equal, a place that welcomes all of the people. In Belfast's story, this area is packed with history and tales like the men in flat caps who'd walk these streets when it was called half bap, or the people who'd wash in the old tin baths in the houses that formed Little Italy. From there you could smell Hughes's bakery, the tobacco scent of Gallagher's factory, or hear the hubbub of Hudson's entry. Come take a dander down Donegal Street. See how the buildings are proud and unique. Walk Writer's Square with words under your feet. Our city wordsmiths just cannot be beat. But if you desire more food for thought, just round the corner you'll find a bookshop, where pages are stacked right up to the top. A magical place where bookworms get lost. And for those who love movies and comics, be they old or new, graphic or gothic, you need to visit a shop called Atomic. Some say it's Beezer, I'd say it's cosmic. But despite all this, the thing that we fear is that all this history will just disappear. Like Tivoli barbers with 100 years of short back and sides, but watch out for the ears. And who remembers the bell on the door of Hector's house, or how you'd explore the bootleg CDs in crates on the floor? A legendary place, not there anymore. But perhaps this area's most important part is the role that it plays in culture and art. It's the place to find your creative spark, not to mention the spot where culture night starts. It's home to the Black Box, Oh Yeah and the Mac, PS2, Exposed, Golden Thread and the Cap, and so many more, but I think it's time that we stop for a pint to join in the chat. In the John Hewitt pub, they're talking again about good old days in the North Street arcade, in Terry's shop where the records were played, and Arcadia Cafe where the poets proclaimed. This was always the place to hear the views. There's the Belfast Telly and the Irish News. The newsletter once had its home here too. It's still going strong though the office has moved. And one more paper called the Northern Whig was almost destroyed in the Belfast Blitz, though eventually they had to call it quits. The premises and the name still exist. And after all this talk, it's time for a feed. So follow me round to the famous North Street, to the best little chip shop you ever did see. If it'll do for Rihanna, it'll do for me. And there we can sit and wonder again what the future holds in this area's tale. Those streets and buildings may have changed their name, foundations and bricks and history remain. The ghost of Biddy, stories of sailors, Exchange Street West and the merchant traders. The first post office and tramline pavers in Belfast lore, no quarter is greater. So while bands rehearse on Commercial Court and people cheer with popping corks in James Street, Hill Street and the Duke of York, I asked you kindly to lend your support. I've shared my memories, now this poem is through. I've told you how much I love the CQ. So please share my story and add your voice too. Together we can save the CQ.